Welcome back, Love Stylers. I'm Misty. It's not the food, it's the ingredients. We like to talk a lot on this channel here at Love Style about how I lost 55 pounds in 8 sizes with the combination of the carnivore and keto diet. I'm mostly carnivore these days, 90% carnivore, 10% keto and other foods. And how I got off of blood pressure medication, gave up alcohol for good. Best thing I ever did. You should try it. Healed my eczema, most of it anyway. Stick with us here if you want to join us every Monday where we talk about diet, low carb lifestyle, protein principles, and carnivore concepts. So I will say it again. It is not the food you're eating, guys, that's making you fat, sick, have disease. It's the ingredients they put in the food. It's not quite your fault. So I'm going to let you off the hook a little bit today, and I'm even going to give some better examples of things you can choose to make your life easier so you can become healthy, be your best self, and I'm going to inspire you if I do this right. So of course we're sticking with low carb. If you're here, you already know about that, but I'm just going to rattle off things we do eat. We eat meats, lots of meats, delicious, nutritious, nutrient-dense meats, eggs, butter, bacon. We include our pink salts to keep our electrolytes in balance. We have a lot of water and a decent amount of sleep. Fair enough exercise to call yourself a human. Move your body in different ways. Of course, keep things interesting. So the main ingredients that they put in most of the foods that we buy today that are in a package are hydrogenated, that's hard to say, hydrogenated oils, as in vegetable oil, canola oil. Soybean oil is one of the worst. They even do cottonseed oil, which is a whole other subject. And terrible oils for your body. Stay away from the hydrogenated oils. And when we stop eating packaged foods, we will eliminate these from our diet, which is a great step in the right direction. So bad oils suck for your body. Your body cannot run well on bad oils. There's some other nut oils that you should kind of stay away from. So the good oils that we can consume so far, if you're living a low carb lifestyle, are olive oil, then we have coconut oil, and also avocado oil. So think of the fruit oils as the safe ones. Another ingredient that you will find in most packaged foods, corn syrup, probably the worst of all, next to sugar. Corn syrup and sugar are like Twinkies, best friends, twins. Stay away from both if you can. Tiny amounts are not quite as bad, guys. If you are transitioning into this type of lifestyle where you're getting these things out of your life, it is okay not to be perfect. When you eat this way, please don't take me so literally. These are concepts, things we're moving out of our life. We're getting rid of the weight on our body in our lives. We're getting rid of the weight, extra crap you may have around. Get rid of it. Extra bad thoughts about you being a fat person. Let's get rid of it. It's all heavy. It's all weight. And it will affect the way you look. But sweeteners can jack up your body. We're all very different. So if you hear someone say that erythritol is fine and low carb, that may be so. And it may not affect their body. The sickest I've ever been is from erythritol. So I know I can't consume that. So you have to be aware of yourself. You have to pay attention and listen to your body when it gives you these signals. Stevia is probably the less problematic of all the sweeteners. Now, the sweeteners that they put in diet drinks are the main ones that are going to jack up your body. I want to talk to you about diet soda for a minute. I harp a lot on this channel about diet soda being terrible for you. And diet soda, if you read the ingredients, it has 30 ingredients. Round it off, about 30 ingredients. How do you think your body does when you are drinking a tiny can of liquids, even though it's mostly chemicals, and has to burn off the 30 ingredients included in that tiny little can of liquid, and that goes into your body, and that's going to destroy your body. And I want you to really think about this from the ground up. A glass of water. When you go to grab your diet soda that you think you need, I want you to consider a sparkling water, which get used to drinking sparkling water. Now I feel like it is a soda. I even pretend it's a beer sometimes because, I got to stay away from the alcohol, but whatever you're going to tell yourself. A little bit of water in your life. Take away the diet soda. As a matter of fact, a lot of water in your life. But if you're just starting out this way and you're trying to kick these addictions, water instead of soda is a great place to begin. And you will see how much weight you lose just from doing that one thing a day. One soda a day, start with. Replace it with a water. Let me know how it goes. Comment to me in the comments. If you've done this, if you're going to try to do this, I will try to hype you up. And stick with me every week because we talk a lot about diet soda. You know what? Just watch this video. We're going to put it up here. And I do get a little sciencey on this video, but it's very, very interesting. And I will assume you do not drink regular soda. You would never give your pet, think about this for a minute, a bowl of diet soda to hydrate themselves with. And you certainly wouldn't pour a can of soda into your plants. So why would you then put that into your body? This is you. This is the only body you have in this lifetime. We are human animals made of flesh and bone. And we're made of natural things. And that's what we want to be putting in our bodies, not all these chemicals or ingredients. Another type of ingredient they like to put in food all the time are these emulsifiers. Something to make it shelf stable. Guar gum, xanthan gum. There's another one. Let me check my notes. Carrageenan, soy lecithin. These are the things we want to stay away from. If you see any of these ingredients on the package of the food you may want to try to consume, I want you to think twice. Now, xanthan gum, I want to make a little note about xanthan gum. I bought a package of xanthan gum to help me thicken things about a year ago when I was trying all the different recipes and I wanted a little gravy and I wanted to thicken up some soups and stuff like that without using white flour. Xanthan gum is supposedly a little safer than flour, but I will tell you it's an emulsifier. Use this very sparingly. Or if you would like a creamy sauce of some type, if you want to thicken up what you're calling a gravy when you're done, try some sour cream. There's nothing in sour cream except cream, which is made of milk. So I want you to consider that. You don't need all these ingredients in the house. They also put a lot of soy into things, into packaged foods, and even some non-packaged foods. There is soy as one of the first ingredients. Now, people have a huge problem with soy. A lot of people are sensitive or allergic to soy. Try to stay away from soy. It may be hindering your weight loss progress, and you may not even know it because you're not reading the label. I want you to start reading your labels. This is a vital, vital thing for you if you're trying to be your best self and drop some of that weight and get rid of those meds. And we also have all the flours. We have wheat, which is the basis for white bleached flour. Wheat is not good for the body. It ruins the gut microbiome. And anything with wheat in it, I'm trying to stay away from. I implore you to try to stay away from anything that has or contains wheat. So things we can't pronounce, all of the chemicals that are added to keep things shelf stable. Now, this is a whole other topic, chemicals, where nobody really knows what it is. Maybe the people who invented them in a laboratory, in a factory, knows what these things are. I'm not even going to rattle off some of these guys because I can't even pronounce half of them. So, chemicals, things you cannot pronounce, long ass words on an ingredient list. At the end of the things you can pronounce, when you look at an ingredient list and there is a long list, stay the F away from it. I'm going to beg you to consider doing this. And then I'm going to beg you to actually put it back. So all these chemicals, all of these added ingredients, and we didn't really talk about how they add sugar to things. When you're reading your labels, guys, look at these ingredients, get to know some of them. They're pretty much all bad for you. You know, I want to just point out, this is not food. If there are 30 ingredients in something, even a keto bar, we are no longer consuming food. This is a made-up frankenfood. This is food for cyborgs or hybrids. We are just natural human animals. And we want to recognize the things that we're eating. If you don't know where to begin and you're just starting on your weight loss journey to better health, I'm going to give you something to go by. 5 ingredients or less. I use this when I am confused, when I'm feeling like I don't know if I should buy something and I'm reading the ingredients. I know the bad ones to stay away from. Now, I'm not going to say it's always 5 ingredients or less, but that is a good place to begin. Or if that's too strict for you guys, start with 10 ingredients or less and move downward from there. This does not have to happen overnight. It's going to take you time to relearn nutrition. Let's be woke about nutrition and start reading our labels. I also want to talk about environment for a second. Not just the environment around you, and that's how we think of environment. And that's very important, of course, to stay in healthy environments and try to stay away from unhealthy environments, of course, like I've talked about. But the environment in your gut, there is a whole community of microorganisms in your gut. Now, we don't think of it like this. We don't think, microorganisms have their own decisions to make inside our guts. But I want you to think about this concept for a minute. We, on this planet, are just all microorganisms, together a microbiome to the earth. So if your tummy is the earth and all of the microorganisms equal a microbiome system, they have to work together. And if you just have 51% of your microorganisms on the negative side, then that 49% of the microbiome have to try to overtake the 51%. It's unfair. Do you know that the microorganisms in your body will commit suicide? Yes. Talk to Bruce Lipton if you don't believe me. If they feel that the environment in your gut is too dangerous to live. So we want to change the microbiome. We want to change the minds of all the little dudes in our stomach to healthy thinking and knowing that the environment in your gut is safe enough to become a healthy unit. I like to call this gut harmony because I love the idea of relating things to music, of course, as you can see behind me. It's very important in my life. Let's create harmony in the gut. It's like, Misty, you just got so sciencey for a minute. Who's Bruce Lipton? So remember, you are the boss. You are the king of your castle. You are in charge, and you are the landlord of the real estate that is your body or the real estate that is your gut. We want to be a good leader. So be the boss of your own body, health, and life, of course. Let's take control over the choices that we make. Choosing the right thing on the shelf is literally all you have to do. You know, we want wellness. We don't want dis-ease. And we want to get off our meds. We want to drop some of that subcutaneous fat, basically your muffin top, and some of that cellulite, ladies. This is the best way to do it. Protein heavy, gut harmony, good environment inside the body and out, and staying away from ingredients that are going to jack up that microbiome is key. You know, whatever you put into your face as a choice for food is completely up to you. Some choices are on the same damn shelf in the grocery store as the crappy choices. You know I'm right about this. I get hyped up when I think about this because it's literally the choice to stop when you're in the grocery store, for example, and think just for a few seconds, I'm talking seconds, can make the difference to better health or disease. So you're stopping, you're thinking just for a few seconds, guys, and then you're pivoting. And I love this word pivot. It's another word for change, but it sounds like an easier word to deal with than change. Pivot. Gary Vee talks about pivoting with business. He's an entrepreneur. I am trying to be an entrepreneur in my life. Be an entrepreneur when it comes to your diet and pivot. And that just means pivot. Just move in a different direction. So if you are looking at something on the shelf in the store, keto bars, cookies, anything, move and pivot over to the more natural choices. I'm going to give you some examples. This is literally how easy it could be. A few seconds of thinking and pivoting. I mean, how could this be that easy and make the difference in your life from unhealth to good health? It's insane. And I get hyped up because it's literally a mind game. So let's play a fun mind game and pivot. First, I'm going to give you some examples with salad dressing. And I still want to do a video about this. Please let me know what you think about me doing a video about salad dressing because I don't think anyone's done it yet. And I love being entrepreneurial, as I tend to want to think I am. I love doing things no one's done yet. So let me know what you think about this idea. So salad dressing, the first ingredient, even in the supposedly healthy salad dressings, is soybean oil. Soybean oil is in mayonnaise. Soybean oil is in many dressings or things that are flavor type sauces. And it's always the first ingredient. And even like the healthier or seemingly healthier salad dressings have soybean oil in them. They even have it in there when it says avocado or olive oil on the bottle. They just put both instead. Double the oils. The last thing our body needs is extra oils that aren't good for us. Please read the ingredients if you're consuming regular store salad dressing in a bottle. I say make your own. I want you to consider vinegar and oil or making your own creamy dressing and your own version of like a ranch or something like that by putting your own spices in. You can put some, real herbs in there, chop up some basil or parsley, and you won't be able to keep it on the shelf for weeks and years. But you can use it for a couple of days and then remake some more. And this is going to make a huge difference in your life. I promise you. More examples of some choices that you can make is, how about an apple? Now, an apple is not low carb. Apples are not low carb, Misty. Everybody knows that. Here's your apple over here. That's an apple, guys. And over here, we have the choice of a Quest bar. Sorry, Tom. I know you invented Quest bars, but they are still a packaged food, and I'm still proud of you, and I love your stuff, but come on. Apple, Quest bar. Apple, Quest bar. Single food, 30 ingredients. Even if they're low carb. It's bullshit, guys. Eat the apple. Single food, egg. Single food, egg. Healthy food, basically a superfood. A multivitamin in the yolk. Eat more eggs, trust me. Or potato salad. That used to go with your lunch. 30 ingredients, because you're buying it in the store. Let's go with the egg. Here's a cheese example for you. String cheese. Who doesn't love string cheese? Cheese. Velveeta. Cheese in a jar. Count the ingredients, please. Shelf-stable ingredients. Velveeta cheese products. I know it tastes good, guys, but you can do this. Pick the cheese. How about something crunchy and salty? Pork rinds, especially the plain ones. You know what's in pork rinds? Pork rinds, which is fat, good fat, animal fat, and salt. Doritos, my favorite chip in the entire world, with ingredients I cannot pronounce. Pick the pork rinds if it's summer and you want a frozen treat. Cacao powder on this side, on the healthy side. A couple drops of stevia if you like. And a couple tablespoons of heavy whipping cream and some water in a blender with some ice. So I'm going to count that as 3 ingredients. Cacao powder, heavy whipping cream, couple drops of stevia. And over here we have ice cream. Everyone's favorite for a reason. It makes you addicted. There's tons of sugar. There's tons of ingredients in here. Make the right choice. Cacao powder is your answer. It will taste like chocolate ice cream or a chocolate shake, and I promise, if you haven't done this, we're going to be doing this downstairs in a couple of weeks because it is so damn simple, and I'm telling you, it tastes like chocolate ice cream without the ingredients. So even this, guys, this little pivot between bacon and beef jerky that's in a package, you're still going to be better off over here with your bacon. Go home, cook up a whole pound of bacon. Try to get the uncured bacon. It's better for you. But even if it isn't, I say go with the bacon instead of the packaged beef jerky, or make your own. We're staying away from packaged foods that have many, many ingredients. And the last thing I want to mention is your choices of beverages. Now, I know a lot of people do diet soda when they're doing low carb, and they just think that that's fine, but they can't figure out why they gain the weight back or why they can't lose the weight in the first place. And I'm going to say it's what you're drinking. Switch to water or sparkling water, 1 soda at a time if you have to. And this is just an addiction that can be overcome. You are the boss of your life. Do not be afraid of butter. And I recommend Kerrygold grass-fed butter, of course. Also, if you can afford it, when you are buying your chicken, beef, pork, seafood, get the good stuff, guys. Pay the extra $1. And these little adjustments that you can make, these little pivots to stay away from the ingredients you're consuming, not the food really, because most of it's not even food, but the ingredients that might be jacking up your progress, slowing down your weight loss, keeping you on your meds. Stick with me if you want to prevent disease. Every Monday, we have a new show, and I'm going to keep going, guys. I'd love to see you subscribe. I don't like asking. We want to thank you for listening to our music, Black Eyed Soul. Add it to your carts. The next time you're on Amazon, we record right in this room, Andrew and myself. That's my husband who lost 100 pounds. And he's on some videos. Check him out. Remember to get your pink salt. Get 7 hours of sleep at least if you can. Make sure to move your body in different ways. Wake up and go to sleep with the circadian rhythm of the universe. Make those pivots in the grocery store. Stop, think, and pivot. Keep on your journey and stick with me. We'll see you next time on Love Style. Peace out.